Okay, literally. Okay, again, evolution also undermines the rationality of the mind, right? Again, evolution, we can't trust our thoughts. Evolution essentially would actually undermine the veritas, the truth, and the reliability of mathematics to study and manipulate nature, okay?
As far as mathematics goes, I mean, math would be a tool that you could use in evolutionary theory to explain certain things. Like, you use math to determine the allele frequencies of a population, and you can use math to determine whether or not a population has enough genetic diversity and genetic drift in order to, survive. So math is a tool that evolution uses in order to explain why certain things happen the way they do in nature.
Because this is a problem. Mathematics are a powerful construct of the human mind. We assign the symbols, but it shows that the human mind is rational, and can not only is it rational, it can apply that to a seemingly ordered nature and manipulate it. That is why I create wait till I get to my argument against evolution from the atomic bomb.
You serious?
Okay, I cannot wait to hear argument against the atomic bomb. But I feel like his paper is pretty much just filled up with
evolution undermines logic. Evolution undermines this. Evolution undermines mathematics.
And he's just sort of looking at it like,
it totally does. Evolution undermines all this shit. It's right here on my paper.
So basically, evolution would undermine mathematics. How are abstract mathematics necessary for survival, per se? Yeah, they're used for science and invention, I agree. But when Archimedes was sitting there drawing his circles...
What's your question? What is wrong with your way?
For no other reason, seemingly, that the ancient Greeks liked to practice mathematics as an exercise for the mind, because they enjoyed it. And then the Roman comes over, and Archimedes supposedly says, don't interrupt me while I'm drawing my circles. And he becomes angry and kills Archimedes, something the Romans didn't originally want them to do.
This particular story, as dipshitty as he repeats it, is actually true. Archimedes, it was stormed by the Romans, and he didn't notice that the entire city had been stormed. And then a Roman soldier comes into wherever the fuck he was, and he was so focused on his work that, of course, he was a little shitty towards the Roman, and the Roman killed him. He's talking about Archimedes as if he's the archetypal citizen at that time. Like, he was the archetypal Greek or whatever. He was the archetypal person in his area. Like, evolution is describing an entire population. Evolution is not about describing a single person and how certain things help that person, survive. It talks about how an organism's population survives because of certain mutations that allow them to survive.
How was Archimedes' abstract mathematics for his own mental exercises?
The abstract mathematics that you're talking about would not be evolution. I don't even know what the fuck that is supposed to mean and what you're trying to say about it, but that is obviously not evolution.
Evolution. Archimedes is once said to have tried to figure out how many grains of sand it would take to fill the universe. How the hell does that perpetuate survival and procreation?
What's wrong with you?
Understanding reality does help us survive. Mathematics is a tool that helps us understand reality, helps us manipulate our environment so we can survive. So yes, mathematics does help us survive, but you're talking about it in a completely different way that is not connected whatsoever with evolution.
I mean, that is so off the cuff that it's freaking cool, right? So Archimedes is sitting here trying to figure out how many grains of sand will it take to fill the universe. Yeah, I'm sure that's got a lot. I'm sure the chicks are just digging on that one.
Yeah, boy, oh, man. Yeah, boy.
You think Archimedes was doing all of these things to get chicks? I really don't see him in a bar talking about, mathematical shit and being like,
hey, girls, y'all want to go and suckle my dickle? I mean, I could figure all this shit out with circles and shit. You want to go and do it?
That's not what Archimedes was doing. I don't even know why you're suggesting this.
Okay, so basically, let me finish up because I got about 45 seconds. It undermines the nature of free will. It undermines reason. It undermines Whitehead's thesis. I'll give you my argument against evolution from the atomic bomb. Evolution essentially, I don't want to say undermines the arts, but in a purely evolutionary framework, there's seemingly no meaning for it. I mean, it's seemingly a pointless endeavor. So it kills the need for the arts.
Whoa, evolution kills the need for the arts?
It's not science. It undermines the whole scientific enterprise for the reasons I've spoken before. And I'll talk about this again under the next video, part 2 of the philosophical reasons I cannot believe in evolution.
Math inherently, in and of itself, doesn't help evolution or doesn't help somebody survive. Like, if you could bottle math up, put it on a table, like, that's not something that helps us survive just being there. But our implementation of math to our understanding of the universe, to being able to shape our environment to meet our needs, that can evolutionarily help us. I think that he's got like a really disjointed idea of what math actually is, because he's not explaining its connection to evolution or how math could be used to help us survive.